Most of the time when these people be talking, I don't even hear them. They talk and they talk, but I do not hear shit when I'm near them. I swear to God that I came.
What is up, guys? Welcome to NBA 2K17 with the Area 51. Today we are checking out the MyGM mode and fixing the 76ers, if that is even possible. This is going to be somewhat realistic, and it's going to help out you out there wanting to play MyGM on 2K, give you an idea of what we're going to do. And, you know, maybe the 76ers will take some hints, do something, maybe. I know Ben Simmons hurt, but this lineup will be what you're working towards, not what you have immediately because Ben Simmons is hurt. But still, you still have plenty of small forwards behind him. But anyway, let's get into this. Let's check out the current lineup for the 76ers. Let's check out the lineup first. Okay, so Jahlil Okafor, the first thing that pops out to me is that there are too many centers and a lot of small forwards. A lot of small forwards is fine because Ben Simmons is hurt right now, but too many centers is a problem. So I want to either get rid of Jahlil Okafor or Nerlens Noel. Me personally, I'm thinking Jahlil Okafor just because I want to. So I'm also seeing Robert Covington. That man can shoot and he's athletic. And you got some three-point shooters. So you got some solid stuff to build around. Sergio Rodriguez playing point guard. So let's go ahead and get some of this stuff out of the way. Just get the normal MyGM stuff. He always wants to do this. This is why I set it to set the minutes to match the sim minutes, because he always wants 26 minutes or something along those lines. And we got a pretty good payroll. They did pretty good with this year's MyGM. Let's auto-generate the rookies, because we're not focusing on next year. We're focusing on this year, 1 year at a time. That is what the 76ers need. So, current roster. Again, I'm seeing way too many centers. And if you trade one of those centers, you can get somebody big in return. I'm thinking Jahlil Okafor. So let's see what people have to offer for Jahlil, because he is a post scorer. Those guys are not what the NBA is going to. Like Joel Embiid, that dude can dunk, rebound, he's strong. That is what the NBA is going to with big men. Either that or a stretch. And Nerlens Noel, heck of a defensive player. He is a defensive-minded player. Those are the two things the NBA is going to. The NBA is going away from that post-up big man who doesn't pass as much as he does dribble. So, unless it's like LeBron James, but what LeBron does is he pulls the defense into him so he can kick it. Jahlil Okafor, on the other hand, is pulling the defense in looking to score. So it doesn't work. So let's see what we can get for Jahlil. I don't want another center. That's intriguing because I liked Kevin Love. Oh, Mike Conley and Vince Carter, that's a lot like what I want. A nice point guard, good defensive-minded point guard. Dwight Howard. Hassan Whiteside. Oh, that's a tough choice, because Hassan Whiteside is going to be he's one of the best centers, if not the best. But I don't think I want another center, guys. I'm looking for ideally a point guard and a shooting guard to add some depth to that. I just don't want another center. Chris Dunn, that is my boy. Oh my. Let's see if I can get rid of Sergio Rodriguez, not like get him off this trade. And I do not want Ricky Rubio. Do not get Ricky Rubio. He is going to go downhill fast. Well, that's just my opinion, but I think he's about to drop off the table. If he doesn't, All the power to him. Let's add a pick. We already have a top 3 protected from the Lakers. So let's give them this. Let's give them that first round unprotected for 2017. Because Chris Dunn is basically like getting another first round draft pick from the 2016 draft. And that means I can see about getting, Zach LaVine. Can we get Zach LaVine? Because that first round pick is well good enough to get Zach LaVine. So we got to add another player to make the player trading equal. I don't want to trade Nick Stauskas because I think he's going to be a good 3-point shooter. I think he is going to be a good 3-point shooter eventually in real life. Jeremy Grant, there's too many small forwards. Way too many small forwards, even with Ben Simmons hurt. So Jeremy Grant for Zach LaVine, Jahlil Okafor for Chris Dunn, and we lose 1 draft pick, which is fine with me, perfectly fine with me. They give me a 2017 first round Minnesota swap best Philadelphia. Second round New York unprotected. Yeah, that is perfectly fine with me, I think. Yes. Okay, so let's go check out our game plan. Jared Bayless, no. Just go on down. You don't need that many minutes. Okay, so Chris Dunn moving to starting point guard. Timotei, no. We need to get rid of Timotei, but first we need to give him Zach LaVine, of course. We got to get you in the lineup. Nick Stauskas needs to build up in the background for a while before he becomes that lights-out 3-point shooter. T.J. McConnell, what are you doing? Go away. No one likes you. Nick Stauskas is going to be good, so that's a hard choice. In real life, I would probably give him some minutes and let him try to take some threes in real life. But in 2K, I just wouldn't give him any minutes right now. He's going to be a good rebounder and possibly could play the 3 if he works at it right. So now we got Chris Dunn, who doesn't have to have the ball in his hands at all the time. That's a big deal because Ben Simmons is a ball handler. That's what he does. He handles the ball. So now you have Chris Dunn, who doesn't have to have the ball. Zach LaVine doesn't have to have the ball. And I'm putting Nerlens Noel in place of Sarge. And that I know that Sarge is a great stretch 4. But there is a reason. Nerlens Noel is great on defense. And with Sarge in my second lineup in the rotation, you now have Sergio Rodriguez, who is a great ball handler. That's why I don't want Sergio Rodriguez and Ben Simmons in the lineup at the same time. Sergio Rodriguez is a ball handler. That's what he does. He controls the ball. So now, Sergio Rodriguez and Sarge can work together. Sergio Rodriguez can pass and score on his own. He's a good 3-point shooter. Gerald Henderson and Robert Covington are both athletic and can hit threes, but Robert Covington is the better of the two. Gerald Henderson's a good veteran presence. Jared Bayless, great veteran presence. Hollis Thompson is a good 3-point shooter in 2K. In real life, he's pretty good in real life too. But in 2K, if you're going to go with a 3-point shooter on this team that they already have, it would probably be Hollis Thompson because his 3-point is like an A or an A-. Whereas Sergio Rodriguez and Jared Bayless are the next best. Jared Bayless has an A, which is good, but he's older and shorter. And Sergio Rodriguez is like a B+. ish. So now you have Sergio Rodriguez as the ball handler with Gerald Henderson, Gerald Henderson, Jared Bayless, and Robert Covington as veteran presences. I mean, so with Hollis Thompson, you can just bring him and Nick Stauskas in, say at the end of the game, if you're destroying somebody, if you're getting beat really badly. And then you can, they can start to hit threes, because once they get hot, they're hot. The only problem is with Nick Stauskas on 2K is his three-point isn't that good. But if you want, you can sim for a while and, set him to practice with his three-point shots if you want, but you don't need to do that. Joel Embiid needs to get a good bit of minutes though, because Joel Embiid is great rebounder, great strength, great defensive player. This lineup is looking pretty good because Chris Dunn, plenty of time. So I think that'll do it for us, guys, for that lineup. Oh yeah, while we're at it, let's go ahead and change Nerlens Noel into a power forward, because 2K lists him as a center, which really bothers me. Because, he plays center, but I like using him at power forward. I feel like he's better at power forward because he's defensive, he's fast, he's a little bit shorter than Joel Embiid. So if we set his main position at power forward, his secondary position at center, we'll accept the changes and go back. And guys, his overall actually went up to a 78 just by changing him to a power forward. That's another reason why I love changing him to power forward. But I think that is about all for the roster moves. And Nerlens Noel is going to be a big part. Don't expect him to score a lot. Don't expect him or Joel Embiid to score a lot unless they're open under the rim for a dunk. Don't expect to be running pick and rolls. Expect them to play defense and rebound for you. Rebounds are so underrated in MyGM on 2K or anything on 2K. Because if you can get rebounds, you can put up as many shots as you want. You can put up shots, they can rebound. Shot, rebound. And then if a good defensive possession, your rebounder is going to get it right away. And then you can pass it off to Ben Simmons on the fast break run. He can pass it to Zach LaVine for the alley-oop. Chris Dunn can dunk it. You have so many athletic people now. And then you also have the three-point shooters. So in a time of need, bring in Robert Covington, Jared Bayless, Saric. Bring in Sergio Rodriguez. And Zach LaVine even has a good three-point shot, guys. Zach LaVine is like a B+ or a B-. You saw it just a minute ago. So, guys, if you want to see the part 2 of this video, which is the gameplay of the team we just created, click on the description below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and be my friend. And I'll love you forever. This is Area 51 from the Area 51 Gaming. I am out.